Hey guys, welcome back to Car Conversations. I'm your host, Aiden Tyler.
I'm the co-host, Brady Hornstein.
And I'm also co-host, Hunter Shaw.
Today we're going to be talking about cars, cars that we currently drive, that we want to drive, dream cars, or some maybe crazy stories that we've had on the road. So we're going to start with what cars we currently drive.
So I drive a Mazda CX-9 2008, and I actually straight piped right now, so it's like really loud. So I thought it was kind of funny.
I just drive a stock Lexus ES350, 2008.
I drive a 2015 Q50. And what mods you guys are planning to do?
Right now, I actually just bought a new muffler the other day, and I'm actually pretty excited about that. And then I think later on I will maybe add a sub to the back of the car. I'm not too sure yet. Maybe I'll lower it, but as of right now, nothing too much, just to the exhaust.
Right now, I'm honestly enjoying my ride. I might get a new sound system put in, though,
Yeah.
because the speakers are low-key chopped.
For sure. You blasted them?
Yes.
You blast? Yeah.
Why, your speakers blended?
Nah, not blown out, but like,
Almost there?
yeah, like you can tell.
Yeah, they're getting there. Yeah, I have a exhaust. It's like a $400 exhaust. I'm not sure the name. But I have a spoiler, just a couple other. I have spacers. My wheels are bigger than the stock wheels, but I definitely plan on doing some more stuff. I have some parts that came in that I'm supposed to put on this Monday.
Is your car lowered, or is it just
It's a little lower, but not like
not like a lot?
yeah,
but
like not air suspension. Not yet. That's a fat check. That's like
I haven't seen
5K.
the car yet.
That's like 5K. What's your dream car garage? 2 cars max. What are you putting in there?
Probably a GT3 RS and a Corvette Stingray.
Okay.
That's pretty nice. I'll probably do something like I'll put a Nissan Skyline GTR in there. One
Okay.
of those old ones. You know, make it look nice.
JDM.
Yeah. You got Fast and Furious stuff. So.
Yeah, those are tough.
I'll probably it's a truck, but it's a what's it called? It's like a Resvani.
Okay.
You know, big Hercules, big 6x6, massive. It's like military. It's pretty cool. It's like $500,000, but
What's that brand? That company?
Resvani? I don't know. It's just like some.
Is it newer?
I think it is newer. It hasn't been around for as long as all the other ones, but they're kind of just like high-grade quality cars.
Yeah.
For like, kind of like military. It seems like it's military use, even though it's not. But they look really cool, and the perks and all the specs to it look really cool.
I've seen a couple. They look really modern.
Yeah, they
like,
do. And inside of
futuristic.
It,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's pretty
Kinda
cool.
Like a Rolls kind of. It's a little.
Yeah. Just like way more advanced.
Yeah, it's more advanced.
Yeah.
What about you, Aiden?
I would have to say an M4 competition just so I can like mod it out. Those are just like sick. The second one, probably either an Aventador or an R8. I just think they're cool. I like the way the Aventador looks. But as between those 3, but I'd probably pick the Aventador over the R8.
Like a Lamborghini?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to take off the back of it?
No,
Crazy like that?
no, it's
Have
just gonna
some
be
crazy like exhaust.
yeah those.
Like a roar or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to see. If that ever happens, we'll have to see. Do you guys have any crazy stories while driving, whether you like saw a wreck or road rage?
I have a few.
Hey, you want to go? Yeah, I want to hear this.
Yeah. Okay. So, which one should I start with? Within the first week of having my license, I used to drive a Toyota Tacoma, and it was raining pretty hard, and I was turning a corner, and I hydroplaned, and I fell off the road, and there was like 2 cars behind me, and they were just like staring at me like in shock at this red light. So
It's pretty funny.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually have one. I was actually in Colorado. It was actually a couple of months ago. We were just driving down the highway. It's kind of packed, like traffic heavy. And my friend, he was going like 90, I think, or something like that. And there was like traffic stopped ahead. He was so zoned out, like a second before he slammed on his brakes. We almost got in a wreck. It was pretty crazy, but he zoned in perfect timing, and I didn't die, which is really
Saved
nice.
y'all. Yeah.
I was like,
That's why we're
nice.
filming this today.
Oh man.
In my head, I was like, am I going to die right here, or what's going to happen?
Yeah. One that I have to say is I was driving on 169 in my current car. I had a Tacoma too before, actually. It was a 2011. But I was driving on the highway and there was a Mustang in front of me. We actually ended up going to the same place and like we met up after, which is kind of weird. But basically there's a car on the shoulder on the left, but like on the highway, like next to the median.
Yeah.
And it has its hazards on. So like we were like moving over a little bit, getting in the other lane to make sure they had like room or space. But the car in front of the Mustang. So basically it's the car, the Mustang, and then me behind it.
Yeah.
And so I was the last. And then there's a car on the right of us. The car in front decided that getting over wasn't enough to like be hazardous and like be safe about it. So they slammed on their brakes from like 80 to 40, and the Mustang had to do the same. And my reaction time was like not there. So I was like mad close. I had to like swerve. I was probably like a good foot and a half from hitting the taillight of the Mustang,
yeah, well, that's
and I swerved.
kind of-
But
That would have been
luckily,
expensive.
the car on the right saw what was happening and they gave me room. So
That's
props to them. It could have been bad, but yeah, the Mustang he looked pretty mad.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of
would
sped
be
by, and I followed him, and just we literally were going in the same place. But I'm not gonna expose him because
too. Yeah, one more thing.
That'd be
when I
messed
did that,
up.
Whenever you talking about a Mustang, I was actually coming back from this guy's house. I was going home. I saw this Mustang. Really cool tail lights. It was like, it was like purple. I was like, I don't know if that's loud or not, but I was like, this is pretty cool. It's all blacked out Mustang.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was all.
those are sick.
Yeah.
Have you guys gotten any wrecks?
I mean, I've backed into people on accident.
Oh man.
I've done a quick trip a couple times.
I know you kind of fell off the road, but
Oh yeah. I've been very close to a wreck. So, to paint a mental picture, I was coming up, undercover cop right behind me, car, and then a car in front of the car, and I'm passing because they were going like 50 and a 65. I'm like, I'm not gonna do all that. So I get over, I'm going, this car like 10 centimeters in front of me at most, cuts in front of me, slams on his brake. My sister was right next to me. She was asleep. Like, we were coming home from school. Cuts me off. I slam on my brakes, and I swerve, and I cut off this cop, and he pulls me over instantly. And he was like,
he's
angry.
fired up.
Dude, like, he was like ready to like shoot me or something. I don't even know, bro. It was crazy. He was pressed, and
Yeah.
But after I told him what happened, he was like, well, next time, like, be careful. Like, don't try to pass me.
Yeah. At least he didn't like write you up.
No.
Yeah,
That's
I've been
pretty
pulled
chill.
over, like, over 20 times.
Really?
And I've only gotten, like, 2 tickets in my life.
Dang.
That's not bad. I mean, the closest thing I've come to a wreck, I mean, I was on a quick trip and I backed up. I didn't see anything behind me and I kind of like dented the back of my car. Otherwise than that,
You hit someone else?
yeah, I did hit somebody else. But I mean, I have been on the highway multiple times. It's kind of when I first got my license and I was merging and I didn't see my blind spot. I almost got pit maneuvered on accident by a car. Almost. Like, it was bad. Like, I was merging and I didn't see it. Stressed me out so bad. I was like, man, I did it like twice that night too. It was so funny. It was like after work. I was like, I can't deal with this anymore. I was so shook up after that.
Yeah.
You got a wreck, Aiden?
I have. So as I said before, I did have a 2011 Tacoma, and she served me well for 2 years. But I was turning left on a green arrow on Memorial. I think it was 131st. I was turning left. It just turned green, and I believe I was bumping out to like Ariana Grande or something.
Oh, yes,
But I
sir.
was,
Hey, that's good.
yeah, I was vibing. But yeah, I'm turning, and all of a sudden I just see some like red flash like on the left of my car. So I was like, I didn't really have time to do anything. I was too busy bumping. And car, red Chevy, like a jacked up truck, smacked me going like 60 running the red light. And I lost consciousness for like 10 seconds probably.
This was in VA.
No, it was in Bixby. It was on 131st and Memorial. But there's a ton of
Jeez.
people around. Some guy said he had to like cut me out of my seatbelt. I don't really remember a whole lot.
Oh, were you like
But
out?
yeah, I was like
that's like a
out.
bag-
I was
bag
out for a
crash.
little bit.
Jeez.
But luckily, like, nothing really happened to me. I didn't get injured that much. I was just really, really sore.
What happened
for,
to
like,
the other guy?
He actually left in like a neck brace and a stretcher.
Jeez.
But his truck was like, I mean, he was older.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was just like in shock but he left in a neck brace and he was like injured. But that was on his passenger side and he hit my driver's side door.
Jeez.
and it was totaled. Like
Close call.
it was cooked. That thing was not coming back.
You're here still right now, so you're
I know.
That's a good thing.
I know.
You made it out of that.
It's crazy. Then they tried to file a claim against me. It was the whole thing.
That's dumb.
It was the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, here we are at the end of our podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Really hope you enjoyed.